Right, so I'm a little bit behind on this one. About 4 days ago, they released a trailer for Welcome to Derry, which is the It TV show. It's all based on, from what I'm aware, is based on the history of Derry. Now, I've read the book It, and in the book, there is a lot of backstory about the clown throughout the years. So I'm hoping that's kind of what this TV show is going to do, show some backstory of stuff that happens. We'll find out. Let's go. This one's sus.
You poor thing. Get in before you catch your death of cold.
Now you just tell us where home is. We'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
Hey, look at the creepy.
Anywhere but Derry. My family and I just moved to town.
Oh!
Hey, baby. Today was 4 months. And they never even found a body. That makes murder.
This business with the missing kids. I need to be concerned. Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
That's
You
crazy.
kids keep your noses out of police business.
I heard voices. In the pipes.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
Oh my god.
There's something bad here in Derry.
Oh, right, so first I'm going to say, I totally didn't, that's not, that's at all what I thought this show was going to be. I heard it was going to be lots of different stories from the past of Derry. That looks like one story to me. And it looks very similar to It, the original. So it's a group of kids, Pennywise is about, and they're trying to, obviously, they've worked out what's going on, they're going to try and stop him. Now, to me, that is literally just the story. Oh, wait, what's this? No, there isn't. Okay. So, to me, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. As I said, I thought it was going to be random stories from that past. Unless we are going to get that, it's just like maybe one episode, I don't know. But it looked very similar to the original It. Like I mean, obviously, Stephen King's It, I think the original part was set in the 60s. And then we got the next part was then in the 80s when you read the book. Obviously, because the films were made now, they had to change that. So it started off in the 80s and ended up in like the 2000s. So I get that, but it was just weird. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It looks interesting. Again, it just looks like another It film. And I wouldn't say it's different. So, just like in the book, for instance, there's a whole section of the book where it talks about this bar that's sort of like black people all living in it, or not living in it, a black person's bar, kind of like in the film Sinners, if you saw that. Like a place for black people to go to enjoy themselves and have a bit of like break from sort of like the white people that live around there, so it's sort of just for them. And then people like block it up and set fire to it, and it's all to do with that. That was a great story. You then had another story about gangsters in the town in the past, and they keep gunning down, shooting stuff. So there's a lot in this past of this in the book that would have been good stories for like a TV show, which is what I thought this was going to be. But now I'm seeing this, it does look like a remake of It, but I'm not sure why you would do that. But it could be good. But I mean, obviously the kids in 1962, if we're going to keep going the linear story of the same Pennywise that we saw in the movies, they didn't do very well. They obviously didn't stop him. So, and why didn't they come back the way the adults did before? Are they going to be in the film? Maybe they were. Maybe watch It Chapter 1. You can see those kids from 1962 in it somewhere. We just don't realise it. I've said It far too many times now. So anyway, let's hope Pennywise over here does a good job in this new one. It looked like the same Pennywise. It looked like Skarsgård's doing the Pennywise again from that shot that we saw at the end there. So, no, we did see like obviously a lot of creepy things in this trailer. I'll keep it playing for a little bit. A lot of creepy things in this trailer. Yes, we saw a lot of creepy things in this trailer. Like this kid, obviously, he's trying to leave Derry by the looks of it. That's one thing. Maybe it is different stories, but the trailer's trying to misdirect us because he's trying to leave Derry. Those creepy people are picking him up. I bet they're taking him back to Derry. You're saying about her smile. I don't trust that. So I have to turn the volume down so I can talk it over it. Like 1962, as I said, a black family moving in, and obviously we do have that bit of tension. There was a little bit of tension back in that time. So this is why this woman gives this reaction for noticing there's a black family in her neighbourhood, probably. But the turtle was also a reference to the turtle that was in the It book that never actually made it into the films at all. We've got kids obviously finding out about other kids going missing.
I need to be concerned.
So, I mean, is this a different story to what we see? Or is it going to be lots of different stories and the kids are going to link all the stories together?
No adult's ever gonna believe what we
Obviously,
saw.
he dies there, I'm guessing.
I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
That is creepy. That's obviously Pennywise, right?
Your nose is out of police business.
And he's been insane. It's going to bug me now what he's hearing. That's where it all
I heard
began.
voices.
Obviously, the start of the kids, even though technically goes back further than that, but
Have you ever heard of something like that?
I think this maybe is different stories, you know? Like, look, obviously Pennywise, we know that.
There's something bad here in Derry.
I'm wondering if it is. I don't know. But obviously we see that. So yeah, welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. HBO original, which means I probably won't be seeing it when it comes out because they usually go to like Sky, the HBO stuff, whereas like Hulu stuff goes to like Disney Plus. So I think this is going to go straight to Sky. I don't have Sky. I cannot afford another streaming thing. I did years ago bought Now TV to get Sky so I could watch The Last of Us when the first season came out. I then got rid of it because I never watched anything else on it really again. And now the new series Last of Us is out and I haven't really got to that thing. So I'm just going to wait for a DVD or something now. I'm not going to sort of spend more money on more streaming services. So that one might have to wait until it comes out on DVD. And fingers crossed it's going to be a good one. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review, and I guess he will see you all soon. Goodbye.